Hello and welcome to Cartoon Drawing Studio. Today we're going to be drawing a hamburger cartoon. Yummy! But before we begin, check out the description box below and visit the Cartoon Drawing Studio website for more information on lessons and free content. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. That lets me know you like these videos and want to see more. Okay, so grab your materials and let's get started. Okay, in order to draw this hamburger character, this is a simple but fun character. So we are going to start with this arc up here, which is the arc of the upper bun. It's almost like a half circle. Here is the half circle. Now remember, at this phase, you should press as lightly as you can on the paper because we are going to erase this anyways at the end. So we have our top arc here, and then we're going to keep building our hamburger. We're going to do this, it's almost a rectangle, but with these curved ends here in the middle to give us space for where the patty and the tomatoes and everything else is going to go. And then we're going to do the lower bun. So this is divided into three shapes like this that we are sketching out with our pencil. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to figure out his hands. So we're going to have the hands coming out of this area here. So essentially his shoulder is going to be right there. I'm giving myself a circle. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to do his elbow, going to go up, and here is his hand. I'm going to have his hand facing up in this direction. And on this end, here is the shoulder. Gonna have, there's the elbow, and I'm gonna come down, and here is gonna be his hand. So right now we're still mapping this out like an armature. Now his feet. Essentially, his feet are gonna connect down here. This is the middle point right here, and I'm gonna sketch this out real quick just to know where the middle of our hamburger is. And so I'm gonna have one hip there. It's going to come down, coming down at a slight angle. Here's his heel, and here this shape, which is kind of like a triangle with this bent, it's like a gumdrop shape. That's one foot. There's the other hip coming down at a slight angle. There's the other heel, and here is his other foot. So I've pretty much just sketched out the armature of our hamburger. I already figured out the middle part right here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a guide for his eye line. His eye line's gonna be here. So this is our first pass of our hamburger character. Now we're gonna come back and we're gonna add some details. So I'm gonna start with his eyes. I'm going to draw one circle here, and then proportionately on the other end, I'm going to draw another circle. Now in order for me to map out the eyes, I'm going to draw a bigger oval around it, and that's going to tell me where the top of his eyebrows go. There's a bigger oval around it, there's the top of his eyebrows. Now his pupils. There's one circle, here's another circle looking straight at us, this hamburger character. And now we're going to add a smiling face, I think. He's not going to have a nose. So the smiling face, we're going to arc it from one end to the other, like this, going beneath his eyes. And I'm going to come down, and we're opening up the bottom of it too, like this. And I think I'm going to have the bun curve underneath like this with his smile. So far so good. Let's also add a tongue inside for this cartoon burger down the middle. Perfect. Now we're going to add some more details here inside the body before we flesh out the limbs. So I'm going to do this curve, kind of this wave going underneath the burger, and that's going to be the lettuce. So we're now mapping out this wave underneath for our lettuce. we're gonna have this round circle hanging out like this on this end, and that's gonna be a tomato. And then we're gonna have maybe a cheese, this triangle here, as this yellow cheese strand, and maybe another yellow cheese strand here. So remember, yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine. We can have, ours can be different. In the end, you're making your own unique character. And the last thing is we're gonna have this part down here is gonna be the patty. Perfect. Now all we have to do is flesh out the arms. So we already gave ourselves a guide here. Let's go fill in the rest of this arm, which is with this rectangle. I already gave myself a guide. So it's going down and then up like this. And now his hand is broken down into 3 parts. There's his palm. Here is his finger area. And here is his thumb. See? So it's almost like a mitt, an oven mitt. Here is the main part, here are the fingers, and here is the thumb. And we're gonna do this little curve right here to indicate the lines are going that way. Maybe he just has, his fingers are all together because he's a patty. And then on this end, we're gonna go down this way with a rectangle. We're gonna come down in this direction, and we're gonna have, here is his palm, but the fingers are bending behind it like this. So we have these fingers coming out behind it. So it's almost like it's leaning here on the side of his body. And last but not least, we have to finish his feet. So we're gonna come down like this. Here's a rectangle. Here's another rectangle that I'm filling it in. And now his shoes are almost completely done for us. We're gonna give him some shoes, some hamburger shoes. So I'm doing this little donut shape around the base of his foot. And now I'm just gonna finish his foot like this, his shoe. Because he has this front part of the shoe, and then he has this back part. And the same thing on this end. There's a donut shape going around it. We have the base heel of the heel. It comes around. There is the gumdrop for the front of the shoe that connects. So now we have pretty much the whole thing finished. I'm gonna add some more details, which are these sesame seeds up here, giving myself this sketch as a guide, some sesame seeds at the top. All right, perfect. And now that pretty much completes our pencil phase of sketching our character. The next thing that we're gonna do, that we've given ourselves this guide with our pencils, is we're gonna grab our ink pen. You can grab a permanent marker or any kind of black ink pen that you have. And I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna select my final lines where I want everything to be. So you can do this at home, and I'm gonna speed up this part of the video. And that pretty much completes our hamburger character drawing. The only thing we have left to do now is grab our eraser, and we're gonna go through and erase the pencil marks. And now we'll add a little bit of color. And there you have it, our hamburger character. Let me know if there's any other original characters you'd like to see me draw in the future in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support is very important and it means a lot to me. Okay guys, that's it. Keep on drawing and thanks for watching.